back to the YouTube channel of Pro Renzo Vids, and tonight's an exciting video. A video about, I guess, potential Origin Smokey'S for the 2025 series, and yeah, I've got a couple of names that I've thought about the last couple of days onto who I do believe can make Origin and really make themselves, I guess, available and be considered a Smokey for either Queensland or New South Wales. So yeah, here are the five that I've got right here, right now, and all these players' names are players that I believe are in great form right now and playing good footy. So yeah, feel free to share your opinion in the comments down below if you disagree or agree with anything I say. But yeah, purely this is what I think, and these are the players I do feel like will fit the Origin arena if they do make their debut in 2025 in State of Origin. But as always, like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. And thanks again for all the new support. Really means a lot to myself and this channel. So thank you very much. And yeah, well appreciated by myself. But without further ado, here we go. 5 to 1. Number 5, I've got Kiraz from the Bulldogs. A couple of weeks ago, I probably would have said that Kiraz is not Origin material just yet. But I think the way Kiraz is playing and the way he is going about his, I guess, business being a first grader. He's playing great footy for the Bulldogs. And look, I think I would have said Taruva in front of him, which I still think Taruva's a great chance of playing Origin too. But after the game yesterday against the Titans, I thought Kiraz was excellent, very athletic for his size. And I think outside of Critter, his form's gone from this to this. Like, it's just amazing to see how much Kiraz has improved as a player since having Critter as his right-hand centre. So, yeah, I think Kiraz is a real smoky for the Blues. Zach Lomax, I understand, will be back for Parramatta a bit earlier than expected, but I don't think Lomax has been in that sort of form where he, should be begging for an Origin spot yet again. He hasn't been in that good of form, in my honest opinion. So that's why I think Kiraz deserves his shot on the wing. I think Laurie Daly will be looking at him quite closely, and can't play him Loza if he is, because Kiraz is in good footy form for the Bulldogs. So yeah, I'm sure he'll get a very close look in. And if I was picking the Blues back line, I think Kiraz would be one of my wingers for sure. So I guess that's up to Laurie Daly, obviously, but I think Kiraz is my first Smokey for the Blues and Origin. Number 4, I've got Beau Fermor from the Gold Coast Titans. Now, Beau Fermor, for a while now, has been, I guess, considered Origin. Injuries have definitely hurt him in the past, like having an ACL injury in 2023, missed the whole season. But like, I do remember before, like, 2023 and even last year in 2024, he was playing footy that, like, we never really seen before from Beau Fermor. And yeah, he's been in incredible form for the Gold Coast Titans, despite the Titans being a club that has done nothing for a long time. So yeah, I think Fermor's a real shining light in that Gold Coast Titans forward pack. And yeah, we've the back row spot's very available for the Queensland Maroons side, in my opinion. I think Beau Fermor puts himself in a good shot to grab a spot for the Queensland Maroons team starting, or maybe off the bench, if that. But yeah, I'm sure Billy Slater would have been looking at Beau Fermor's performances in the past and would have gone, yeah, you know what, I think Fermor deserves a chance in Origin. And he was a Queensland junior, actually playing in the under-20s Maroons side a few years ago, so that helps his case a little bit, I guess. But yeah, with the way he's playing right now for the Titans, he's just really cemented himself into being a full-time first grader, where I feel like before he was in and out of first grade, but now he's a full-time first grader. Yeah, one of the first Titans picked every week in that team. And yeah, I definitely think Fermor's a smoky for the Queensland Maroons side this season. Number 3, my man, Bullemor from Manly. Look, I've been saying it for a while now. I've been pretty vocal about this, actually. I think Bullemor deserves a Origin debut very soon. And yeah, look, he's made for Origin, I feel like. Definitely won't start for Queensland, if anything. But if he gets a bench spot, then by all means, I'm very happy with that, actually, because the way he's been playing for Manly, like, that warrants Origin form all day, I reckon. Like, he's obviously brings a lot of energy, very aggressive forward, like, runs hard and actually runs straight, which I wish more of our forwards did, to be fair. But he's definitely a good example of a forward who runs the ball hard and really takes it under his wing really well. And yeah, look, I just think he deserves Origin, I think. After the last few years, his rapid form has been really good. Because when he first came to Manly under Des, he was a back row. Well, he was made as a back rower, but that never worked out. And when Siebes came, he went back to his preferred position in the middle as a prop. And I can just tell he's getting better and better as every year goes by. And against the Panthers recently, he started a prop. And I'd still have Bullemor as a bench impact player, a bit like Lenu at the Roosters. That's where I feel like them players suit best. But, seeing Bullemor start the other night makes me wonder if he should be a starting player going forward. Just so he have his, quick ball running and leg speed, to start off the game with maybe, that definitely benefited us very well in the first half against Penrith. And yeah, it's definitely a consideration for the club to have, I hope anyway. But I do think, though, Bullemor should be playing for Queensland. And I think Billy Slater in the past has actually said that Ethan Bullemor is a great young player and he definitely rates him very highly. So take that as you will, but I do believe that means that, Billy Slater is having Bullemor quite close to his thoughts of playing Origin for the Queensland side. So I hope so anyway, but I guess we'll find out. But Ethan Bullemor for Origin, you heard it here first. Number 2, I have Wayde Egan from the Warriors. I think this one's a no-brainer, to be honest. I think Wayde Egan is definitely built for Origin right now. I know Blues have Reece Robson, Api Koroisau, probably someone else, but I think the hooker options for the Blues are very low, to be fair. And I think someone like Wayde Egan, who's been in great form for the Warriors all season, deserves a crack for the Blues, I feel like. I think his name's been mentioned a couple of times as a Smokey for the Blues. I'm sure Laurie Daly is looking at him pretty closely as well. But I think the Warriors' success is really down to a couple of players, and I think Wayde Egan's one of them. That's the reason why Warriors are going so well, due to Wayde Egan's service from dummy half, and his defense for a hooker is outstanding. So I think Wayde Egan definitely should be considered for Origin, without a doubt. Great player, very talented player. Been at Warriors for like nearly 6 years now. So yeah, he's been a great clubman for the Wars. And look, his form so far in 2025 has been amazing. Like, he's been really good at hooker for the Warriors, and he's captain the club too. So he's definitely grown as a leader, I feel like. And I think Koroisau, Robson, these guys have been good, but I'll tell you what, I've rated Egan a bit more, to be fair. And I think I like the way Egan plays and the way he sort of gives his ball quickly to a Fisher Harris or Mitch Barnett, like a Leka, Halasima maybe. Like, his ball service to big men creates momentum for the Warriors outside backs to really get their jobs going in open space. So yeah, I like the way he plays. I think he'd suit Origin really well personally. Like, his defense would be great for the Blues side up against the Queensland forwards. So Wayde Egan definitely should be on the cards for an Origin debut in 2025. And lucky last has to be there, Terrell May. No brainer whatsoever. I feel like ever since he's been punted by the Roosters, he's taken it very personally. And at the Tigers now, he's playing in, just career-changing form right now. Like, he's been in prime form, Terrell May. The way he runs the ball, the way he plays 80 minutes for a front rower is crazy. Like, not many front rowers can play 80 minutes these days, apart from Payne Haas and people like them. But Terrell May, considering where he's come from, footy-wise and whatever, it's pretty incredible to think that now he's a premier prop in the game. And he's an absolute gun, Terrell May. How Roosters let him go, I'll never know. But Tigers definitely are benefiting from having May at their club, and he's playing that good. He deserves an Origin spot for the Blues, especially. I think he came very close last year, but didn't quite make it. But this year, he's definitely playing Origin. Imagine Spencer Leniu and Terrell May off the bench together. Wow, good luck. Even starting, But the impact there would be crazy. But yeah, Terrell May is an absolute weapon. The Tigers are very lucky to have him, and I do think his form this year definitely screams of New South Wales Blues, selection. So I think Laurie Daly will go very close to picking Terrell May, and I feel like just the way he's playing, absolute monster, runs the ball hard, gets some great fantasy points for my fantasy anyway. So proud of that, but. Overall, he's playing good footy. That's all that matters. And, I think his form, again, screams Origin. So I think the Blues will definitely pick him in 2025. So I hope so anyway. That there was my 5 players that I believe are Smokey's to play State of Origin this year. What do you think of the list? Let me know in the comments down below. But thank you for watching and enjoy the rest of your night.